I'd like to take a moment to review the Olive Tree Bible software. As a former pastor, I've tried a lot of different software for both my computer as well as my phone. And by far, Olive Tree has been the best software that I have tried so far. The first reason why I really enjoy Olive Tree is actually because I'm also a photographer. And as a photographer, I like things to be very visually appealing. Making them very clean and professional is important because I find that makes you want to use those programs a lot more. Olive Tree does a great job at that. I just love every time I get the chance to open up the Bible on my computer or my phone. It just makes me want to read a lot more because it looks so good and so professional. The second reason why I really enjoy Olive Tree is the fact that there's so many different resources right at my fingertips. As a pastor, I have a lot of books in my library, but I know that I can't take really any of those books with me wherever I go, especially if I'm going to work in a coffee shop or meeting with someone. And so I love the fact that I can just open up the app in my phone and have access to all of these different books and all these different resources like commentaries, dictionaries, devotionals, whatever I need at that time. And it really helps my Bible study go a lot better than it would have if I didn't have those books. The last reason, this is probably the biggest one for me, is the fact that I can sync everything between my phone and my computer. Having tried a lot of different software, there's not many programs out there that actually do this, which always surprised me. And then I found Olive Tree. I love the fact that, maybe during a Sunday service, I can be making notes on my phone or on my device, and then those notes will show up on my computer when I get home. And I can review what was talked about in the sermon and look back at the different things that the pastor was saying about that passage. What I love even more is that while I'm using Olive Tree for my morning devotionals on my phone, I can highlight the different verses that I find God is speaking to me on. And then once I go back and if I'm preparing a study or a talk or anything like that, I see those verses highlighted on my computer, and I can just be reminded of those moments that God was speaking to me and wanted me to sort of think about something a little bit harder. And I find I use a lot of those verses then in the talks that I'm doing. Olive Tree, I just want to thank you for giving us such a great product. It's such a good resource, and I use it all the time. And thanks for always improving it. Thank you so much, and God bless.